Hey, what's going on, everybody? Kevin L. Johnson from Ozark, and you are listening to the Corner Convo Podcast.
Say, fuck it, I'm smoking. I already beat you to it, buddy.
No, I'm counting something else.
Like thousands of others across the country.
Counting the intro.
It's a place to go if you want to be seen, and to a lot of
Have
folks,
some class,
it's the
man.
information center of the neighborhood.
Funk is in the bag, and the bag is the bass, and the bass never change. It's a groove. Soon as you hear that groove,
Not
I
counting
know I
his.
got you.
Hey, look. Let's get right into it. It's the Corner Convo, episode 26. It's a whole vibe. You already know what my name is, but I'm going to tell you anyway. AMON, say what you want to spell my name right. Of course, I got to let you know who I am, though.
I'm one of the baddest motherfuckers of all time. One of the best singers and one of the best looking motherfuckers you've ever seen. Hold my drink, bitch.
Facts. Get my shit in, get my shit out. Let's go ahead and time up my man, AB.
Get it in.
Up?
You got to do certain shit. It's just enough
Look
that
at
people know that you know I go where I need to go to get it done. If you push my button, there's no telling what I may do. Stab you, choke you, bite you. I mean, whatever it takes to make a motherfucker stop existing.
Not bad. Gotta holler at my boy, Candid.
Wrestle with an alligator. I done tussle with a whale. I done handcuff lightning through thunder and gale. That's bad.
Juan remixed it.
All right.
That was a remix. He remixed it.
Now here's the real problem. Big Stace. Big Stace is in the building. Big Stace is in the building. Big love, big shout out. I gotta cut my whole original joint down for him. Selfish, inconsiderate prick.
Run it.
You better go somewhere with that black power shit. You know that shit gets no play in this ride. You better go somewhere with that black power shit. You know that shit gets no play in this ride. You better go somewhere with that black power shit. You know that shit gets no play in this ride.
That's enough of that shit, man. That's enough of that shit. 20
He
seconds.
overplayed it.
20 seconons for Dion. 20 seconds.
Man, you had to go. You went over because you happy with your mix, motherfucker.
Don't do that,
Your
man.
board is working how you wanted it to.
Yeah, we definitely got to cut that down, man. 20 seconds is too long.
Just
Man.
way too long.
Or I can go 14 with
Too much time,
McKinday.
man. You got to cut that down, man. You got to cut that down.
Hey, I get down to 14 with McKinday.
I'm 11.
Just
I'm at
it
11.
doesn't matter
bro.
what your name is.
I'm at 11.
It's about smart.
I'm sorry
people,
with Bossy. I'm sorry.
Hey,
Look here, there's no second, third, or fourth place. It's only first place. And if you ain't first, you last. Dion, you first, bro. You win. Okay.
Thanks, Bears.
You win. Goddamn it.
very
And my
successful.
bossy fingers. Thanks, Bears.
Hey, man, you know
Quick
what?
hit.
We are fresh. We are fresh off of a Bears win. This is why I don't watch them, but on the page, me and Dion are 11-3, I believe.
12-3.
Dion- 12-3, excuse me, whatever it is. Dion had, there's a suspect asterisk W that he got, but we'll get into that later. Shout out to Obasi for keeping the polls, keeping everybody involved. Shout out to the Corner Convo podcast page as well on Facebook.
I
The
see we're
Bears-
not live. We didn't give the corner what they wanted.
No,
Yeah,
that's
we-
next
yeah,
one.
Yeah, because me and Kende tried to figure it out. It's some shit going on that we didn't know we were going to run into. So it's not a rush job. We don't rush anything here. You know, we take
Yeah,
that
that's right.
time.
Do we have our
Make sure
corners
we-
questions though?
Yeah, we got those. We got a special guest today. You know,
All right.
it's gonna be a good show. You guys
Yeah,
got
that's-
anything on the Bears? I personally saw them
I'm
about to
just
bear.
going to say flat out. I'm going to say flat out. They look like a football team. That's all I'm going to say. Like the offense.
I'm gonna say McKinday has sold out.
Running drives. No. I'm
Amazing.
saying straight up. The team is playing like they want to play football. I still have no faith in the organization and the ownership and none of that shit.
Special
but-
guest is here.
The people playing are playing, man. That's all I ask.
Mhm.
Y'all want to table that, or y'all want to get
We
right into it?
They still tried to get that game away, though. They did.
Hell
All right.
yeah.
Dion, you wanna go ahead and introduce our special guest before we bring him on?
Sure. Kevin's a good friend now. He's on the 18 Emmy nominated show, The Ozark, on
Great show.
Netflix.
Netflix.
You guys
Excellent
haven't
show.
checked it out, please check
Great
it out. Kev is one of these down to earth dudes that you rarely meet, especially that's in Hollywood. He's doing his thing. He has some acting credentials.
Kev, huh? Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, it's his name, Kev. Just like I call, Kev.
Hey, Kev.
It's my
Hold on,
guy.
Kev. What's up, Kev?
Hey,
Kev.
man. Like I was saying, man.
It's not Kevo.
Yeah,
Not
no.
Kevo. I like KJ. I like KJ. Fuck it.
KJ? No. And he has to throw the L in. I guess in Hollywood, you can't have the same. Did you guys know that when you're in Hollywood?
I was going to ask you a question about that too. I had a question for that too. I did.
Good. Yeah. There you go.
Well, without further ado, Corner Convo episode.
Bring my guy on.
We're gonna go ahead and bring in Kevin L. Johnson from Ozark.
Yes.
Hey, Kev.
Hey, what's going on, everybody?
What's going on, man? hey. First of all, thank you for coming.
Yeah. Thanks for having me.
Welcome to you about to go to the Lion's Den, okay? This is what we affectionately call edutainment. So we're here to entertain, get some jokes, and get some truth, and keep everybody involved. So thank you again for coming on. And I also play the guitar as well. So we can get into that as well.
That's a great background. It is.
Yeah.
I bought that guitar to learn how to play, and I got really, really pissed at it, and it just looks good,
Well, you beat mine by actually having a guitar. So just so you know, the fact that you own a guitar is already precedent for the fact that you're light years ahead of this guy.
I look at that guitar when I wake up and I'm like, man, maybe I'll play it today, and then it just never happens.
Is that piece on your wall? Is that piece on your wall significant to you? Because I got McKinday. He posts different paintings in his background every week. You know what I'm saying? And so he has a good eye of art. Is that painting of any significance, or just look good?
I think it just looked really cool. I got it off Amazon. Dude,
there you go.
My room, before the pandemic was like an insane asylum. I was like, you know what? I got to put some actual stuff in here. Yeah. So I finally put up like pictures. So it actually looks like a room that, people would want to come in.
People are.
hence women.
Hey, you said it. Let me make sure you guys know. You went there first, so it's an open door.
Oh, yeah.
It's there. We're not going to put you on blast, but is there a lucky lady? Is she black? Is she white? You grew up in Georgia. There's a lot of Georgia people down there. We want to know.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm single. Yeah, nobody right now. There's girls to talk to, but we're living in a pandemic right now. Not much you can do.
For sure.
Exactly.
Hasn't stopped some people. I won't say no names,
including you.
That's true.
All right, Kev, let's get into it. You were obviously born in Savannah, Georgia. I've been wanting to ask you this for a second now. Obviously, there's a stereotype of growing up in the South, racism, all of that stuff. The Confederate flag, everything. How did, in your upbringing, how did you clearly just stave away from that negativity and become the guy you are now?
Wow. I mean, I grew up in a conservative household, and when I got to college is when I was able to kind of, change. Getting into performing arts, you got to meet, people from different backgrounds, and you saw different walks of life, and it was like, oh, wow, okay, I never, really, saw outside this somewhat bubble that I was living in. So that definitely helped me grow into the person I am, I guess.
That brings up kind of a question. So I'm a high school teacher, and I teach a social justice reading class, but I'm also the child of a jazz singer / actress and a playwright, right? My dad's a playwright.
Oh, wow.
And so I think, like you just kind of mentioned, growing up young, two things about jazz and performing arts, as you mentioned, is race kind of gets put by the side, right? It's like either you got it or you don't, either you can play or you can't. So you don't, in those artistic spaces, typically think of race first, right? Mm-hmm. That being said, though, I wonder, as I teach my class, we're in Chicago, they come from, very segregated backgrounds, but obviously a lot of liberal ideas float around here. So one of the things I wanted to ask you was, what do you see to be like you say you were raised in a conservative space, so I would assume that there was some potential overt racism that you may not have even recognized at the time, right? Like you don't even recognize that until later in a lot of cases. But what do you see to be like the difference in, and if there's a difference, do you see there to be a difference actually between the way you were raised in Georgia and how you see young people being raised in Georgia, and particularly white men, right? Like how are white men being raised in Georgia now compared to how they were when you were young?
Let's see. Well, I grew up in Lake Wiley, South Carolina. I was born in Savannah, lived in Atlanta for a little bit. My sister was born in Atlanta, but I've been, from the South. Oh man, wow. Well, I mean, Georgia's definitely, become obviously bluer, which has been great. So I think people are more liberal now because of social media and seeing things that they wouldn't have normally seen, police brutality, like seeing all that stuff front and center, as a white man, it's like, whoa. So that's what every day is for the black male. I mean, it's just, and black females, like you see those videos and it's like, wow. And it's not just like the movement that's happening right now, which it started back in during Trayvon Martin, right? Isn't that when, is that when Black Lives Matter started?
Yeah, that's when that's when they hit the national scene, right? Like you had some pockets of organizers, but that's when it became like a youth. That's when it really kind of developed into like the new form of slick, right? Where the youth said, you know what, we're tired of this and we're gonna make it public. But yeah, you were saying, I'm sorry.
No, but I wonder why it kind of died down though. Like it didn't. That's the problem. Like it never stayed.
It doesn't follow through. Yeah.
It doesn't follow through. But I feel like I think it's different this time. I don't know. I feel like, when George Floyd happened, like that was like gigantic. And, there were white people, black people, brown people, like everybody was like, out protesting. And
do you see that to be different than when you were young though? Do you feel like there would have been as many maybe white people and many people kind of supporting the Black Lives Matter movement back in your era of growing up?
Unfortunately, I don't think so. No, I think it's definitely, like we have a lot still to do
for sure.
But I think, we've moved the needle at least.
Facts.
So that's good.
In Hollywood, right?
Yeah.
Is it still prevalent? Like before the movement started, could you feel it, or was it not even recognized as far as just the overt racism for black actors, black actresses, so on and so forth?
I know there's, it took a while for like there to be more leading roles for black males and black females, but now you got Viola Davis, you got Octavia Spencer, you got Denzel
Chadwick,
Chadwick, may you rest in peace. That was just insane that happened. Mahershala Ali, if I'm pronouncing his name correctly, is phenomenal.
But as actors, do you guys have these conversations, right? Like we're having now. Do you, in your workspace, are you guys having these conversations about how to push the needle, or just to have the conversation to listen, to learn some information that maybe you weren't aware of?
Yeah, I have it's an example. I was so the Jessica Francis Dukes, my friend, and she plays Agent Maya on Ozark, and I had posted something on Instagram during like when the protests were happening, and I thought it was it was the right thing to say. Like it sounded good coming from me,
right?
And
Black Twitter got a hold of it.
I was like, well, Jessica didn't say anything, so I texted. I was like, do you think this was okay? Because I mean, I'm for the movement and everything. I just and I said it was about like the looting and things like that, and I didn't word it correctly, and she let me know. She was like,
let you know, or got on your ass a little bit.
But that's good though. That's good that she could do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a friend.
Throwing you out there to the wolves.
Yeah.
I hate her character, by the way. Let her know I said that. I despise her character on Ozark.
It's not necessary.
Tell her to stay away from him.
That means she's doing a good job. She's doing a good job of the character.
No, yeah,
Right.
she's awesome. She's awesome to the fact I'm like, get out of my face.
Start with that part. Start with the fact that she's amazing.
Yes, she is an awesome actress, which
Yeah.
ails me disliking her character. Sorry.
She's awesome, man. Like that's her her first.
They wrote for her.
That's her first big role. Like she was on Jessica Jones on Netflix. But this was like her, like a series regular, and yeah, she's amazing.
That's what's up.
Oh, that's pretty dope, though. You know what? Anything that you're passionate about or good at, for some reason, seems to take up a lot of your time. That's for the average Joe to Johnny Bravo, just say a famous name, to anybody, to the biggest star. What do you do to relieve pressure, take the tension off woosah when you're not acting or in the midst of your career or looking for different roles or positions in Hollywood?
Well, I was telling Dion I got into CrossFit like a couple years ago, so I do that. There you go. I can say it.
Let's go.
I look a lot like, I'm not like jacked or anything, but if you look at me in season 1 and season 2 of Ozark, and season 3, I don't have my shirt off or anything, but if I did, I'd be pretty pleased. I'm pretty happy with where I am. So I do.
That's dope.
I do that. I do some I'll just kind of turn on some, I think it's called instrumental chill on Pandora and just close my eyes and just kind of sit there for like an hour or so. Do that
Cannabis is also legal. I'm just gonna throw it out there.
Yeah, I like. I've smoked marijuana before. I don't have it's just I love the smell of it. It smells great.
Really? Absolutely.
There's just other things.
He's a hell of a drug.
You get that too.
Shit.
I'll ask this. Because again, I think that in doing some quick background, right? You've been in this game for a long time. Your earliest movie credits are 2010, 2008, and I'm sure those aren't even ones that have been reported. You know what I mean? I'm sure there's 4 or 5 more years prior to that aren't even really showing, right? One thing that with a lot of actor friends that I have is the hardest part about being somebody who's in this business and successful in this business is that we don't think, as the audience, we don't think about those windows between roles, right? Mm-hmm. So I'm sure that you've experienced the time where it's yo, man, this is great. This Ozark thing is popping. This is awesome. But I can't get comfortable now. I've got to find the next role. So what is that like for real, for people that have never been in Hollywood, who see only you on the screen when you're on the screen? How tough is that to stick it out when you're in between those roles and you really don't? You're getting older in the game, you're 15 years in, you got all this other stuff on your resume. What is it like to go through those tough times of, I'm successful at this point, but how do I get my next level? How do I hit that next level? What's that like?
It's it can be a little frustrating for sure. Ozark has been great. It's opened doors for other opportunities. I've gotten auditions for other series regulars, which is great. But it's it's tough to producers, a lot of times they're all right, where have I seen this guy or girl? And how can I make money? Is this person gonna bring viewers?
Draw. Right.
Are they gonna bring a draw?
That's interesting.
So a lot of times producers have the golden ticket. They can be yeah, let's give this guy a shot. I think just for example, if you gave anybody on a show a secondary character, more lines, more storyline, the audience is gonna they'll pick up on that. It's not gonna be oh, well, why are we seeing him or her so much?
Facts.
They will adapt, but there's just something it's you got to get the producers to give you that golden ticket, man. And it's
So what does that network look like? What is it like to be an actor knowing that I got to make sure the producers or the writers give me that extra line or give me an opportunity to really showcase a certain skill that I haven't maybe showcased in another one? Because I feel that's part of the struggle, man, that as non-artists in Hollywood that we don't know, man. And I feel there's got to be something very personal some strategy that you use to really, really, really stay above the fold?
Well, they definitely want to work with people they enjoy working with. So you want to, you got to, when you come on set, be likable. Don't be weird.
Don't be a dick. Yeah, don't be a dick.
Don't be a dick. Unless you're like A level or whatever.
Right.
Maybe you can get away with that. But even then, come on, be.
Do you know any of those people that are
cool.
dicks?
I personally haven't ran into anybody yet, like in the business. I'll be honest. Like I've been in movies, and obviously Ozark, and everybody. Jason Bateman is awesome. Laura Linney is super sweet. Julia Garner, who plays Ruth,
she won the Emmy, right?
Yeah,
she won back. Hell out that character, man.
She won back-to-back Emmys.
That character. Yeah.
She won back-to-back.
Yeah.
Wow.
I was just telling somebody the other day, like I love Jason Bateman's growth, right, and his range right now. Because if you remember early in his career, he wasn't who he is today as an actor.
It was his sister, really. He was just like, oh, that's Justine's brother.
Justine, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, I know my family ties, Kev.
I mean, Jason, like, he had like his career kind of, there was like this gap.
Yep.
And when you have those gaps, you got to be able to, because those are going to happen at some point. You just got to be ready. So it was amazing, like how he went. I think he was in a movie with Vince Vaughn, like with Jennifer Aniston and Vince Vaughn, where he played
the boss one.
Horrible Bosses, maybe.
No, this before Horrible Bosses.
The Breakup.
The Breakup. He had
that was my shit right there, though. That shit had me crying from beginning to end, laughing.
That was he was awesome in that. He played their real estate agent, and he was like, I love where he was like, I'm your friend, and I don't want to take a commission on this. He's like, well, thank you. No, well, I don't want to, but I
don't want to.
have to.
So but now
it's funny because he can play that
now.
He can play the same guy, but in different movies, and still be like, grab you with his acting
character.
Absolutely,
he's the everyman. He talks about that in interviews. Like he's like, that's the kind of character I like to play. So
that's a great term right there, everyman.
The everyman. Yeah, I kind of feel like that's me.
Here we
go. I bear the weight of a lot.
Gosh.
I get it.
So Kev, Kev, you're an actor in Hollywood. How do you explain being like the guy you are? A lot of people can't just say, oh, let me, text my guy Kev to come on my show.
Mm-hmm.
You got this personality that is kind of like just inviting. Is it just you being yourself? Because, a lot of people would be like, oh, I don't even want to deal with the fans. This is my job, blah, blah, blah. How is that for you? Like, how is it so easy to just engage?
I grew up like I was just, a nice person. Like I got along with everybody. Like I was that guy in high school, that was cool with like hanging out with the rednecks, like different kind. Like we had our cliques in high school, and I just kind of I hung out with all of them, and I'm just
rednecks, the brothers, everybody.
Yeah, all of them.
There you go.
So I'm just
range.
I guess I've just always had that personality of like, being humble, where I've gotten to, like, the struggle that it took to get to where I've gotten to in my career. And
did you
Bossy might like this. Go ahead. I'm sorry, man.
Did you always want to be an actor? Was that like a dream, or you just kind of stumbled onto it? Because I know you mentioned you went to performing arts school, but was that the mission?
So actually, I went to Clemson University, and I went in.
Clemson.
Yeah, we just beat Notre Dame last night.
Did.
Yes.
Yeah. The pants off of
them. But yeah, I went in as a computer science major. I can't remember. I think I might have told you this, Dion. And I switced it up because I like video games, and I was like, yeah, I'll make video games. Yeah, how hard can that be? And it's just as easy as playing them, right? And I just realized, no, that's not going to work. There's too much computer science involved. There's too much math.
Yep.
All that.
And so I switched to being an English major and found acting just by trying something different, you know, to break out of my shell, because I'm kind of an introvert. So it's a good way.
No.
That's why he spent so much time on guitar, man. Yeah, that's why he spent so much time on guitar. He's an introvert.
Looking at it.
Yeah.
That's interesting. So like, funny enough, like I definitely went to college. I was in the high school counselor's office your senior year. It's like they look at your GPA and your SAT score or whatever, and they're like, well, these are the top 10 paying jobs when you graduate. And computer science was like number 4, right? Right behind doctor, lawyer, and like businessman. Right? So I was like, sure, you know, let's pick that one. I just checked the box, right? So I get to UIC on my first day of college, and you meet with your advisor, and she shows me my schedule. And there are all these like math, computer courses, and I was like, "What is that?" She's like, "Well, you're a computer science major." I'm like, "I am." Like by this time, I've forgotten, you know. So I was like, I never took a computer science course ever. Like from that point forward, it took me 7 years to graduate. I guess what I'm asking here is this: it's like, so what's that like? To know that like when you get to college, you've already invested time, you've already made decisions, other people have supported those decisions, right? What is it like to be like, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and do this other thing? Because like, let's be fair, right? Everybody in my family wanted me to go into theater or whatever, but I watched them be broke like my whole life. Like they were broke my whole life, man. Like it didn't seem like the way to go. So I was just like, I chose not to go into theater, right? I still exist in that world a little bit now, but it's still like, so what is it like to choose something that you know everybody's going to be like, what are you doing, man? Like, what?
Oh, it was terrifying. Like, well, I mean, first, like I went over to, you know, to an English major, and then realized when I auditioned for a play and I started taking classes, and that was when I was like, you know what, I think I'm gonna give this a shot. And I called my dad and I was like, hey, Dad, I'm gonna pursue acting. And he was
an actor now.
He was like, that's great, but I'm not paying for you.
That's actually pretty. We're back on acting again. What is your ideal, your dream role?
That's a good
if you get this role, you'll be like, you know what? I'm here. I've done what I had to do. Look here. What would that be to you?
It's not a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Remember that, Kev? when I said I thought Kev was in the movie, but they cut his part, so I was sitting on the screen like, "Oh, you weren't in that one."
I'm technically in it.
Yes, you are in it.
Did you see me?
But it's uncredited. Yeah, I looked at the the IMDb.
Yeah,
Mr. Rogers movie, guys.
I would say any leading role would be awesome. A buddy of mine he just wrote a pilot, and it's going to be like a spec project, and we're going to shoot it I think in the middle of next year, like summertime, and I get to play this edgy detective who's got tattoos. I don't have any tattoos, but I mean, you can put some tattoos on me.
That's an easy fix.
Yeah. But I get to play. That's a role that I wouldn't normally get cast as. Like, you don't look at Sam in Ozark and be like, yeah, that guy could play an edgy detective.
Yeah, right.
So to get to play something completely different, as much as I love to play Sam, and it's been awesome, I definitely want to branch out and be able to play other roles. So
how hard is it to land a leading role in Hollywood? Like, it's got to be, I feel like it's a network thing more than anything, but like, or agent thing, whatever, but like, how hard is it to really land a leading role without, like you said, without having already been a part of an independent project that kind of caught people's attention?
Or being typecast.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
Sometimes it just depends on the project, because there are directors out there that want their lead to be like, as they say, a no face or a new face. But even when they say that, if you go back and look at some of their IMDb, not all of them, but some of them, the idea of a no name is like somebody who like guest starred in like 5 or 10 shows. And like that's not a no name, but that's what they consider a no name sometimes. Right. But yeah, it just it depends on the project. But yeah, sometimes directors are looking for that fresh face.
Hopefully,
but directors get to make that choice, though. Directors get to make the choice of the leading role generally in Hollywood.
when it comes to the movies, I think it's more director than producer.
Because they have a site or
different.
They have a view of who they see in that role that they're directing.
And that's the person that they got to really, I got you. Sorry, go ahead.
Kev, we're gonna wrap up, but I have some questions. We have a podcast page, and everybody was excited. All we did was like say, "Is there any fans of Ozark?" And like, it just went crazy, like hundreds of comments. Yes. So, Mary Seals Evans wants to know, why is this the final season of Ozark when it's been doing so well?
Well,
it's a Netflix thing, isn't it? He's like, I can't say that shit.
Also a contractual thing. Yeah. It's like there may be another season.
How do I say this? So I'm
it's not to say that they wouldn't drop it.
It's a Netflix thing. It's a streaming. Think about it this way. Like if you're a fan of Ozark, then you've already got your subscription, right? To Netflix. So how do they build their
new fans?
More? How do they get more people to join the Netflix? By making another season of Ozark? It doesn't work that way.
Yeah,
it's a money. It's a money thing. And
let me say that. Let me add this. This was not a planned question, but so then when we look at the Dave Chappelle situation with Netflix, like how do you view that whole situation? What does that look like to you?
Oh, was it Netflix or?
He did HBO recently. It was Netflix.
It was both.
Oh yes.
Now it's HBO. Yeah.
Oh, I'm totally on Chappelle's side. I saw his I think he posted Instagram where he talked about it, and man, that dude is so talented.
Is that one of your favorite comedians? That was a topic we had before.
He's definitely up there. Like Chappelle's show back in college was huge.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
It was show
itself.
Show.
Yeah.
Chappelle's show. Yeah, it was incredible. But yeah, he should be getting paid for that. And
absolutely.
He just straight up Netflix. Netflix has done like a lot of his specials, and they're like, you know what? Yeah, we got your side, man. We'll take it off.
Yeah.
And until they pay you.
So actors like to see that. Actors like to see that the distributors are like going with their role.
Yeah. It's on HBO Max, but I won't watch it.
Now it's not. Yeah, right.
Did they take it off HBO Max?
I think it's coming. I think it's only so much time, right? Like HBO doesn't nearly have as much to weigh in the game as Netflix does, but like I feel like if it's on there, the people that are watching are not people who really know who Chappelle is. So they'll still get some viewership and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But I think
it's Comcast. I think it's Comcast is who owns Chappelle's show.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Because he I guess when he left, he signed the contract and all that stuff. And
interesting.
Yeah.
Another question from the Corner Convo Podcast page. A young lady by the name of Jamie Lynn. She says, "What is his Rio connection? I know Kevin Cronin's sister."
I think she means REO, the REO Speedwagon.
Oh, okay. Speedwagon? Are you a REO Speedwagon?
Because they were on the show.
Yeah, they were.
Right?
She says that was such a fun surprise to see a Chicago band on the show. So maybe she's asking, do you personally know them, or what's the connection? She knows Kevin Cronin's sister.
Oh, no, I wasn't on set when they were doing that episode, but I heard
you're arresting your ass.
Yeah, I think that was before everything like that. But it was like a miniature concert. However that would work while shooting. An episode, but background, they got to see like a free REO Speedwagon concert, just over and over again. I don't know how you do that. You stop like in the middle of the song, like, all right, we got to start over.
Dude, it's basically sound check, man. It's I run a place that does concerts every day. It's a sound check. You just do the same thing over and over and over until you get the one that you like, right? I will say this, man, just real quick. I saw the part about you had a production going up in I forgot what state it was now, and you ran into a lot of flack for it. Like there was a lot of you're still in litigation over this thing, right? Was it North Carolina or is it South Carolina? There was a production that you were a part of, Burton, what is it called?
Oh, me personally? What I was a part of?
Yeah. I thought it was something.
He's like, was I in it? Was
Was
that me?
Beyond that, what I was trying to get to is like, if you really had to give somebody advice, like in the Hollywood game, at whatever age, but whether you're mid-career, early career, a lot of features, etc. What's the key, man? What's the key to staying in it to make it a career lifelong?
I would say, take classes, keep your mind off the business sometimes, because if you're thinking about the business 24/7, you'll just drive yourself crazy. I text my manager all the time, like, hey, I just love this show that just came out. I really want to get in season 2. How do we make that? It's hard not to think about that stuff.
Sure, of course.
But yeah, just take classes, because it's just like working out. You're working out your will. Like, it's your muscle is your will. So, take classes, get used to rejection, because
put the work in. Put the work in. There you go. Put the work in.
That's huge. Get used to rejection. A lot of people aren't used to that. They say,
how do you get over? But how do you get over that rejection, right? Like, this is a role that's perfect for you. Everybody's telling you you're going to get it. And then all of a sudden, the last minute, something like the Chicago Bears do something that
I always go back to what Bryan Cranston said from Breaking Bad. It was like a small little YouTube video. Yeah. And he was like, when you go in to an audition, this is after you got your agent or your manager and you're getting the audition. Going into the room is the job. And then if you get the job, that's like the icing on the cake. So
interesting. That's very interesting. Yeah.
You've got to flip your mindset and win you're going in to win the room. And then if they like you, they're going to bring you back for other things. So yeah,
exactly.
It's a numbers game.
I heard Will Smith say he dives into a character so much that he literally has to detox from that character until he's able to get another role. Right? Yeah. Is that true for you? Roles, because when you lock in on a character, you become that character.
Become that character.
Yeah, all the way to a dog licking peanut butter off it.
So how do you release yourself from a character?
So there's this whole idea of like the method acting that they say,
right? Jim Carrey, yeah,
right. Like Daniel Day-Lewis is a great example too, but he still goes by Daniel Day-Lewis on set. Like, it's not like, hey, call me Abraham Lincoln.
Right.
Yeah.
That's Jim Carrey.
Like, what's his name from the Joker? What's his name?
Heath Ledger.
No, not Heath.
No, the new Joker. The new Joker.
Oh, Jared.
Phoenix.
Jared. Yeah. Joaquin.
Oh, Joaquin. Yes, Joaquin.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Like, he obviously dove head first in there. You can see by his interviews that he was kind of still him. So
yeah,
it's like.
But there's like, I think it's a technique where you have to, like, for example, Daniel Day-Lewis, like when he was playing Abraham Lincoln, he was in that mode on set. So it's the obstacle is one, like, so you have your objective. I know I'm kind of getting on like the into the nitty gritty of actually.
No, that's what we want. Yeah, that's definitely that's our conversation.
That's what we do on the corner.
But so you have your objective in a scene, you got your strategies that you use to get your objective, and then you also have your obstacle that you're fighting, like that's your internal struggle. So you gotta. So my guess is holding on to that obstacle while you're on set can look like to the to other people that he's in character. Does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely.
Where you still know who you are, and most, maybe Jim Carrey, and like I think he was called Andy Kaufman on the movie that he did.
He was.
Yeah, he went by Andy Kaufman.
Yeah.
But
I think that was like the transition in who he is today. It's just like he's totally different than like the back in the day Living Color days Jim Carrey. And the Dumb and Dumber, he's just a totally different type of guy now. And I think that Andy Kaufman movie started that.
Yeah, there's different, like, that's what's beautiful about the world of acting. Like, there's no right or wrong. Whatever helps you get to where you have to get to in the moment, like in the scene, as long as you're not like injuring somebody, I mean, then there's no right or wrong.
Totally.
Got it.
Guys, got anything else?
This. I mean, I do, but I don't want to compromise your time, Mr. Johnson. We had this whole conversation.
I know I've got so much. I've got so much going on now.
He said I got so much going on.
I gotta play the guitar.
Wait a minute. Wait, first of all, you're not gonna speed past that like you didn't just say what you just said.
So clearly, McKinday, Mr. Adedapo is trying to let you produce him. Okay, he's trying to get
getting a man crush.
Yeah, clearly. I see what's going on right now.
I'm blushing right now.
I'm stupid, man. That's
all right, man.
You know what? How'd you figure into, no disrespect, okay? Your name is Kevin Johnson. My name is Abasi Tahir. One is not so common. One seems a bit more common. What do you do to make yourself stand out besides the L in the middle? How do you let them know that I'm the
You're required to do that though?
Boy.
Kevin, you mean just like the name itself?
Using it in Hollywood, right?
I mean, I think the L, I chose just the L because of Samuel L. Jackson. I was like that. I was like, it just, Kevin L. Johnson, Samuel L. Jackson.
Yep.
I was like, the L worked for him. Why can't it?
Kevin, tell them what was the first R-rated movie that you saw.
Oh, Passenger 57.
The Wesley Snipes
movie. That was a horrible movie.
Always bet on black, right?
That's Wesley, right? That's Wesley Snipes, right?
Yeah,
that's Wesley Snipes.
The worst movie ever.
I love all Wesley movies, no matter how bad they are. And there are some bad ones.
That one was
but
bad,
Wesley's
man.
the man.
Hey, he was putting them out once a month back in the day.
I don't know why that was the first movie. But I mean, like I said, I grew up in a conservative household, so I wasn't allowed to watch rated R movies. And for some reason, my dad decided to watch Passenger 57. And he was like, hey, you want to watch this? I was like, yeah, okay.
Dad son moment. Right.
Hey, how old were you when you saw your first grown-up movie?
Wow. When was Passenger 50? Was that early 90s?
Early 90s.
That was like 95.
Okay.
That was like 95, 96, easy.
Yeah, totally.
I was probably like 12 or 13, maybe. I was born in 82, so.
I'm older than you? God damn it. I got something with my life.
You gotta get your life together.
Damn it, I gotta do something with my life.
Look, that actually takes me somewhere. Wesley's the man, right? Wesley, he had, some great fucking films, some classic moments in films. One of my favorites, definitely White Man Can't Jump.
Oh, God, yes.
But
Wesley put on was so terrible.
No, Wesley put on a dress, though. And I have a huge issue with that. He put the dress on.
Talking about Tu Wong Fu?
Yeah, Tu Wong Fu. He put the dress on.
Oh, yeah.
Right. So as an actor, do you have limitations to what you will and won't do on screen?
Wow, good question.
But he can't say that on this show. I just want to make that really clear.
Without stopping.
Kevin L. Johnson said on the Corner Convo.
You can't actually say this.
If it's artistically done, I mean,
excellent PR move.
Yeah,
there you go.
I mean, as long as it's not softcore porn or something.
It's Tu Wong Fu was definitely softcore porn. Tu Wong Fu was softcore porn. Shout out to John Leguizamo though. John Leguizamo is a brilliant genius. Brilliant genius.
And just to clarify, Passenger 57 was 1992, so that was like 8th grade.
Wow,
that's crazy.
Man, that was the same year Boys in the Hood came out.
Yeah, bro.
So that leads me to my last question. This is my last question.
We know which movie won.
So you come from South Carolina, which means that they have no national football team, so it's all college football and all college basketball.
Gamecocks.
But so where did you gravitate to? Where did you gravitate to in the professional levels? From baseball, football? Just tell me your top 3 teams: baseball, football, basketball, and why.
Well, the Braves, because I'm from, the South.
Oh, Atlanta, right.
The Atlanta Braves.
Not a Falcons, though.
I'm not a Falcons fan because I grew up before the Panthers. The Panthers are my team now.
Oh, Carolina. Yeah.
Yeah. I grew up a Cowboys fan because my dad was a Cowboys fan. And so it goes, for the NFL, it goes Carolina Panthers, Patriots. I know it sounds weird, but I'll tell you why. And the Cowboys.
My man.
That shit is trash, bro.
All we do is win in New England. We win.
Him.
Kevin
I want to hear the why.
In New England. Okay.
I want to hear the why. I want to hear the why.
It's so Tom Brady, before he became, I think the best quarterback of all time.
Ever.
He was the underdog. Like he was, what was he? He was drafted.
He was like the last dude.
7th round.
True. Kevin.
7th
I consider myself an underdog.
Kevin, you are on the corner preaching. Keep on. Y'all stop cutting him off. Go ahead, preach about time.
You cut him off.
I consider myself
exactly.
Underdog, so everybody. I've said so so fire.
That was I mean, obviously he's not the underdog now, but he was, and he came out of nowhere. I remember like the ESPN story, like the Brady Bunch that they did one time. And I think I made like $50 on the Super Bowl when they played the Rams, because I was like, something tells me, I think it was the year, the year the World Trade Center bombings happened. And everybody became a patriot. Like it just I was just like,
made sense.
There's something about it. I think it just makes sense that this underdog team with an underdog quarterback is gonna beat the
Haunted.
The
best show on turf.
The greatest show on turf.
Show on turf.
The greatest show on turf. I went to their football camp that year. They were amazing. Shout out Tom Brady. He on my fantasy team today. He put up 25 points. My man Tom Brady.
That's that's why I like the Patriots. So now Brady's not there anymore, but I still like the Patriots. And now they got Cam Newton, who got he's
a Carolina guy. Guy.
But having a tough year.
They had to take their, they were like, well, do we keep Cam and see if is he going to be 100%? And they decided to, let him go. And I mean, I was hoping they would tank the season, to be honest with you, so they could get my guy Trevor Lawrence.
Trevor.
That would be amazing to have.
Are you going to be mad
on my team?
Because he's going to the Jets.
He's going to the Jets.
I want you to know, but I also want you to know he's going to be Ryan Leaf, man. There's no college. There's no Kevin, I'm telling you now. This was the most truncated college football season in all time. He was injured for half of it. He had COVID for the other half. The NFL, I ain't gonna say Ryan Leaf. Maybe that's too strong.
Wow, that was disrespectful.
But he might be Ryan Tannehill. Is all I'm saying. He's not what you think he is. That's all I'm saying.
You don't think he's the next Peyton Manning? You don't think he's
not even close? Not even remotely close.
Well, there you go. Gotta have Kevin next year.
Do you like this? Go for 45 minutes. Peyton Manning was a quarterback who really understood the most meticulous detail of every game. And I don't think Peyton left early. Peyton didn't leave early. He did 4 years.
Oh, he did 4 years. Yeah,
he did 4 years.
And he came from a very historic and legendary football family. That's not your boy over there in Clemson.
I wonder if Trevor's gonna do what Eli did and said, "I don't want to go to the Jets. I want to go to this team." Because that's what Eli did. He said, "I want to go to the Giants."
That's what John Elway did. John Elway did that too. Yeah.
I think McKenday is just given a reason to bring you back so you can make him look silly next season. Trevor's killing. That's all.
I don't like the fact y'all in a conversation about Tom Brady, aka the GOAT, aka the Golden Boy, brought up Peyton Manning. As a Brady fan, that's disrespectful.
No, I was a big Brady fan in college. I was a Michigan fan. So Brady,
still a legend.
I'm go Brady all day.
They laughed at me, Kevin, but I'm going to ask you this though. Do you?
Oh yeah, yeah. I love those things.
Only classy. Hey, you like these Danish cookies?
Just want to know, man.
All right, Kevin, man, I appreciate you coming through the corner, man. As always, when you come to Chicago after the pandemic, I'm taking you out for beer and wings and whatever else. We'll find you a girl too.
Chicago
got a lot of them here.
I'll bring my guitar.
Yeah, you and Lamar can do a duet. Favorite Chicago restaurant. Favorite Chicago restaurant, so we know where to take you.
Oh, I've never been to Chicago.
Never been here.
Boy.
Yeah.
Been to Chicago?
Yeah, we gotta get them here.
Oh.
Deep dish pizza. I definitely want to try.
Got you covered.
I told him I was saying.
Is
That's like the you know, the norm.
Tower.
Okay.
Yeah,
we'll
that's
get you a nice
tower.
We got you covered. We got you with the
do a guest spot on one of the Chicago shows, and then
we take you to Harold's. We take you to Harold's on 79th and Jeffrey. So Central and Madison.
They want to take you to the hood. That's where the best food is.
You guys got some specific places, man. That's where I want. Like, specific, I'm cool with that. Like that
you gotta get some mild sauce. I don't care what you do. You gotta get some mild sauce, and you cannot go to. It's certain restaurants. They be like, "Oh, you want some mild sauce?" No, it's really barbecue. There's certain certain restaurants.
I'll ship them some.
Have
I got the real
Chicago mild sauce, and it will change your fucking life.
Change your life.
It's mild, like it says mild because it's not hot.
Yeah,
it has like I would say a sweet and tangy flavor.
Yeah.
They use it like on a lot of our chicken and fish. But
I'll tell you something like this. Every restaurant, every Chicago franchise restaurant, JJ's, J&J's Fish, Harold's Chicken, they're all in Phoenix, they're in Texas, they're everywhere. You know what they don't take with them?
California.
Mild sauce. There's no such thing as mild sauce except in Chicago. I've been trying to bottle it. Maybe you would be a great investor on this.
You gotta taste it first, man.
Wait a minute.
Kevin L. Johnson and 15 Days mild sauce.
There you go. There you go. Sounds like a winner.
There it is.
All right, Kev, I appreciate you coming again.
Thanks, guys.
As always. Thanks, brother.
Salute, man. Much success to you, man.
Yes,
all right,
sir.
guys.
Yes,
have a great Christmas, New Year, all that jazz.
You as well.
You as well.
Gratitude.
Love.
All right, guys.
We on the corner, y'all.
Yeah, that was good, man. That was really good.
Hey,
well, that was episode 26, man.
Hit Kevin Hart's button 2 more times. McKinday, you out of pocket.
A minute.
I didn't even hear what I said.
That's the problem.
Low key, I heard the little sound joint, but I didn't. What did I
say?
Now you sound like me. What I do?
What did I say?
What did I do?
He said, when things get hard, how do you stick it out? Hold on. I'm not going there.
Come on, let's go. We gotta show
man. Only a bossy, bro. Only a bossy.
Good job.
Yeah,
only a bossy.
That was real. Oh shit. Okay, man. Shout out to Kevin, man. Good
guy, right?
Brother, man. Good
brother.
brother.
Told you.
Good brother.
Officially a friend of the show, man. Ozark. Shout out to y'all. Corner Convo page. Shout out to y'all. We try to get to everybody's question.
Shout out to these cookies. Talking about, man.
Let's see.
Are your hands that big, or did they shrink the 10? Nigga, that 10 used to be the size of a 12-inch vinyl. Right, like this nigga hand.
Oh yeah, we were at the house. We measured his pinky, long pinky ass nigga, on that dumbass game.
Pause.
What? That hand. What the way it looks on that can? Imagine. No, don't imagine that.
Yeah. You gotta relax. B. You gotta relax.
I'm talking about smacking the chick ass. That's what I was gonna do. Let me relax.
You gotta relax, B.
That's classless.
Now.
Oh, I specialize in that.
fresh off of the interview. Okay. Actually, we don't have interviews. We have conversations.
Only on the corner. There
Only
you go.
on the corner, right? Yeah. He's from Atlanta, Savannah born. Let's get right into Dion's sons, and not you, Dion. Prime time.
Not me.
No, not you.
Oh, because my son too.
Yeah, and you know what? We touched on this some episodes ago, in reference to
loyalty.
When he got the job, were his sons going to follow? I said yes.
You're talking about Deion Sanders.
Deion Sanders.
Yeah. I said Sanders.
Yes.
Gotta say Sanders.
I think in the era of LeVar Ball and his sons and the media attention that they've gotten, At one point, Deion Sanders had a show for his kids, right? And they were all on the show.
Did you watch it?
Yeah, I checked it out.
I watched it like when it was over, but I watched every episode.
Yeah,
it was very.
Was it Dion and Pilar in Primetime Love?
Exactly. Yeah, some shit like that.
Pilar wasn't on it at the end though.
No, that's it was getting bad. But I say that to say that there is something to be said about a present father and a mother, whether they are into it or not or on good terms, allowing that man to be a father, right? And for his kids to love him the way that he needs to be loved, and he can give them the same kind of love based on something very genuine and unconditional, because you are my child, nothing more, nothing less, regardless of what me and your mother are going through. And because one of his sons was a game.
I'll tell you. Yeah, I can give it to you now. Pause.
What the hell?
A minute. Wait a minute.
I like that you never fail to hit that button in time.
I know you don't. You like fuck it up.
4, 5 seconds.
Get it ready when I talk, nigga.
That shit is ready.
Wait a minute.
Get it ready when I talk.
Yeah, get it ready when I'm ready, bro.
A minute. Wait. First of all,
see, no.
Hey, go ahead. Am I the only adult childish enough?
Like I was saying, man. Fuck you, Abasi.
I'm okay with it.
Fuck you, Abasi. So Shiloh is a sophomore at South Carolina, starting defensive back in a power school. South Carolina is no joke.
Is that the SEC?
Yes.
Yeah.
Starting at cornerback.
That's heavy.
Shador is in the ESPN top 100 for quarterbacks.
That's how you say it. Okay. I was struggling like
Shador.
I can't say
Yeah.
it. Okay.
Yeah. And
he had already committed to Florida Atlantic. There's a black coach there. He said he wanted to play for a black coach, and Dion got the job at Jackson State, and Shador immediately switched over, which I wasn't really surprised. But Shiloh, who actually, when you had mentioned Pilar, he had actually said some choice things in the media about his father. He came over last week, and I just think Jackson State is going to be a team to be dealt with. And Dion and his coaches are recruiting players and telling them to send videos, which is like totally different than what people do. Because they want to get the best. Yeah, it's old school, but you know.
Can I just point out though that you just mentioned he got 13 kids? How many kids he got in college right now?
No, he got
3.
What do you mean 13? He has got 3 or 4 kids.
It just sounded like a lot of names. Shiloh and
he has 5 kids. He has
Dion Jr.
Dion Jr., Shador, Shiloh, and then the girl.
But they're all in college at the same time. What that tell you?
There's 2 of them.
Yeah, fucking.
2 of them. The first one didn't get it. He didn't realize he had the best cornerback in the world as his father.
He played at SMU, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, hey, you know that commercial where Deion Sanders steals the pizza.
Yeah, Subway.
He's like, did I just get picked off by Deion Sanders? Do you know how many niggas said that when they was thinking about their chicks in college?
Yeah.
Did I just get picked off by Deion Sanders? Yes.
Deion Sanders is still
right over the shoulders.
I would love for my son to go to that school.
You know what though? I wasn't surprised when his sons decided to join him at Jackson State, because I think I posted this on my page or maybe in the Corner Convo about fathers. This myth about black men not being with their family in their kids' life, bro. And in every category they took a poll on, black men led. It was like categories like putting your kids to bed between the ages of 1 to 5, doing your homework with your kids, taking your kids to a game. Black fathers led in all those categories. It's like something miscellaneous, like cutting the grass with your kid. And I was like, I started crying.
I know my dad.
I started crying immediately when I read that, because I thought about all the fathers out south. It's not fair to them. They don't even have grass out there, bro. Kids. You know what
ass nigga.
So like,
dude, that was some hating ass.
So that's not fair to them, man. But I'm like, this myth that
dirt
loyalty. I do. You stupid, dog. This myth that loyalty doesn't exist, or the love that young black men have for their fathers, or fathers don't love the kids. That shit got to die at some point. I keep saying this, man. We are the generation that's changing tradition and breaking these stereotypes, these myths, man. We got to keep it up. We got to keep the fuck up.
Look, my father was at every game. Even started his own tournament at one point. You know what I'm saying? I mean, there wasn't a game that he coached us. He didn't just show up like and I don't even know how he found time, but that when
it's your son,
it's
bro. It's like
he was the police. He could just be like, I'm on duty and I'm just not doing shit.
I can't wait though.
Bro, I mean, I'm sure his occupation allowed for that time, but I can guarantee you if he wasn't in that field, he would have still been there.
Yeah.
You know what though?
It matters, bro.
It matters a lot, and that's juxtaposed to my experience. My pops was teaching during those times when I was playing games. I played baseball, wrestling, football, basketball, track, all that shit, right? I say volleyball, right? Whatever. Point being, there was one wrestling match in one basketball game that my father was ever present at, ever. My entire career of playing sports from 6 years old to 18, dude. Now, differently, I knew why he couldn't be there. I also loved the freedom of him not being there. Like, I got to be me. I got to cuss at people on the field.
Yeah, I didn't have the luxury.
So petty.
I cussed at the game with my father there, and he smacked the shit out of me in front of everybody.
It's also probably a reason I'm not
that's the only time I let Dylan curse.
Right. It's also probably a reason that I'm not a professional athlete to this day, right? Like, because it wasn't like he was snatching me out of that. Like, that became what was cool about doing this shit, not the actual game part. So, that's interesting, man. Like, I think that's different. But I agree with you, Abasi, 100%, man. Like, that idea, this myth that the Black father is some kind of disconnected, that you're only talking about the Black father who never took the time to make themselves available for their children. Mm-hmm. And unfortunately, that is a large majority, right? Or a large population. I ain't gonna say majority, but it's a large population. But there are certainly a tremendous number of fathers out here that.
Yeah, I've stated this on the show a lot. I have Dylan, I have Cam, I have DeMonte. Does Cam and DeMonte have fathers? Yeah, but they're not available as I am right now. I was blessed to have a position to train them. And I can tell you right now, if they do what we've been doing, all three are going to go D1. DeMonte especially, he just has, those big kids that think they have to play like a skill position. And I try to tell him, bro, if you play defensive tackle, you're going to go to the NFL. He's that big.
And you're bigger than me. Yeah, and you're going to get that $20 million contract based on your height.
Yeah. And these kids are loyal. And I'll tell them that, like, to the point where, they respect what I do for them, and they come. I give them a schedule on Sunday. They're here every fucking day at 2:00, ready to work, regardless of the situation. And then it helps Dylan going into a different position where, I want to be at every game Friday night. My son's playing fucking quarterback.
Friday night lights.
Wait, is he playing defense now? Is he playing defense now?
He's playing quarterback.
He's going into quarterback. Yeah. Okay.
He's playing quarterback. He already got the position. I personally want him to play both ways. He's played both ways for the last.
But you gotta mitigate.
We're gonna leave Dylan alone, okay? We're not gonna.
Yeah, let him do.
His dad's reckless.
Right,
the thing is, he's gonna get this growth spurt like I did.
To my nephew.
And once he gets the growth spurt, he's a sophomore.
He's a sophomore. Oh man, give it time.
Yeah.
Give it time, man. Let it breathe.
They're gonna.
He enough according to Dion. He's got to grow.
He do. They start the season in a couple of months, so I'm sure you guys will come out and watch them. But
let me ask y'all this: in the season of Christmas, is that what we're in? I guess in this New Year's bullshit. Yeah. Kende, maybe you can speak to this because your birthday is coming up.
Yeah, man. Look, I'm gonna make this real simple, man.
I just want to know. I just want to know.
Listen. So my birthday is December 29th. Oh, my bad. You want? Okay.
Hold on.
You ain't finished the question.
See, clearly he feels away.
Yeah. Hey, man, I ain't gonna let you finish, man. Let me just get into this shit now.
Look, as a person who has a birthday close to Christmas, right? Did you feel neglected
or major holiday?
Yes. So you felt cheated.
Listen. Let me tell you something.
Preach. Come on, preach.
him mad.
No. Because I'm about to have to say some stuff about my own family. And I love my family. And they know me. And they know I love them. But I got to get a pause. So look. My family, my immediate family, right? My neutron family, right? they don't particularly subscribe to the Christmas philosophy, right? And I was raised like that. However, because their mothers, my parents' mothers and fathers did, primarily their mothers, we had to go to Christmas, go to the mass, do the thing, and that was always confusing to me because both of my parents was on this whole African revolution shit. And I'm like, wait a minute, you told me this ain't real. This ain't what's up. So why am I doing this? Anyway, so that's the layout. My father's birthday is the 26th, right?
Damn.
Happy birthday, Pops. I mean, clearly I'm my dad. And then my birthday is 4 days after, but then my birthday is 2 days before New Year's. Yeah. And it's always cold as hell. Now, it might not be that cold this year. Looking at this week, we might be good. Point being, yes, it's not okay. People out there, all you people out there, it is not okay to tell this kid that because your birthday is so close to Christmas, and I've already spent all this money on everybody else, that all I can do for you is to give you a double gift. That's not okay. I want you to understand that you are telling that person, I want you to, and then they hit you with this. When I started throwing parties, when I got old enough to throw parties, I'm pissed off because my voice is in the high pitch range. Yeah. You hear me? Get your shit off, man. Get your shit off. Listen, when I started throwing parties, when I had access to the keys and the club and shit, and I throw a party free, nobody got to pay for nothing. I took care of everything. Just come party with me on my birthday. You know what I started getting? Man, Joe, I'm sorry I can't make it, man. Like New Year's is in 2 days. I gotta figure out a way to make it past this credit card bill. The rent is like niggas hold all your bad decisions as a person. Don't use those as excuses for not holding me down. That's all I'm saying. Because that's what happens. People hit you on your birthday like, well, I fucked up my life all 2020. So I now have to choose this space, even though I'm the one that's making sure that you party on your birthday in January, February, March, April, fucking June. Anyway, I can talk about this shit all day. I'm just saying it's not okay. Do better. You're better at this. Do better.
That's the wrap up for having a birthday around Christmas holiday.
Basically, bro. I mean, my auntie's birthday is on Christmas, dog. And she said it never mattered to her because they was always broke, so they didn't get your Christmas or the birthday. So like, fuck it, they didn't get nothing.
Sounds like New Year's or Christmas some shit.
I mean, I'll be 100
in December.
I'll be 100, bro. I'm not a big birthday person at all, honestly. And I think even all these holidays, bro. What I love about it is the family. So at the end of the day, on my birthday. Shout out to Q-Billa for all them years that you made me do shit on my birthday because you knew I was going to be available. Shout out to you.
Dirty dog.
Yeah. Anyway,
that's a good point, McKinday. That's a good point.
But ever since then, I like to wake up on my birthday and I don't want to have to be responsible or beholden to nobody, man. I want to wake up. If I feel like sitting at the crib on a Tuesday, cooking, going down to the lake, whatever. I want to be able to do what I want to do on my birthday, and I don't want to plan nothing. And I think that this nigga is
classy.
Very classy. I think that those of us that are the Capricorn first week, that 22 to 31, that end of the year, I think that we kick off every party and we end every party.
Signs.
And so at the end of the day, we get to see how the world really is, because while we are celebrating ourselves, y'all are celebrating everybody else. And so we get to see who you are, and we get an excellent purview. So y'all should all.
You guys believe in signs?
Before y'all continue, I gotta give a shout out to my mom. This Mom Dukes. This Mom Dukes. It supersedes everything. Okay.
Her mail's still here, bro. You want to pick that up?
Oh, she's listening. Don't worry about that. She's listening. Hey, Mom,
you should pick up this.
Remind me to remind you to smack shit out of Kende when you see him.
No, I got actual pieces of mail that says Sharon Matthews.
Whatever. Take that smut off my mom's name. Secondly, happy birthday, Mom.
Happy birthday, Mama.
We had a nice Zoom call, And I didn't get a chance to say it last week because of some things that were beyond my control. Okay. But yeah, happy birthday from the corner. We love you. Thank you. You got some more
Happy
sons.
birthday.
Hey, Mom, what he didn't tell you is that he stole that idea from me.
I
By
did.
the way.
I definitely did. No, it was excellent. I mean, share alike. Share alike.
Yeah.
So again, do you guys believe in signs?
To a certain degree, I do.
No, fam.
You don't at all?
I do.
Go ahead, Bossy.
There's really no credence to that bullshit, man. There's no credence to you being a certain sign and you being a certain way, bro. In my opinion, you can't believe in. It's like I'm not gonna say what you can't do because nobody really or truly knows.
What's your sign?
People be believing in.
Right. What's your sign?
What's your sign?
I'm not answering. I'm trying to finish my statement, motherfucker.
Motherfucker, I can look up your birthday right now.
Exactly.
The fuck you gonna answer us?
That was smart. Because if you answered it, we was about to.
We were just exactly.
People be believing in zodiac signs and then be believing in the Lord and then be
the Lord
in science. You know what I'm saying? Believing that how you do it all at the same fucking time, dog. My thing is this though, and it could be completely off, but if we the same age. It's like we were raised in the same era, conditioned by society the same kind of way. So it could be a reason why we have similar behaviors.
So you believe in the Chinese New Year?
Yeah.
You stupid dog. No.
What is your sign, Abasi?
Then to go back to what McKinney was saying, bro, about the holidays.
Ignore me, you black African finger ass.
Shut up, Dion. Let this man talk.
It was, man.
I like fucking with him.
It was it's about how you value certain days of the year. Like some people don't really value Christmas or New Year's or their birthday like myself. I'm similar to you, bro. My birthday's fine. You know, we don't need to talk about anything about that. My birthday's fine, but I don't never ask for shit. For Christmas, I don't ask for shit, bro. I don't. I'm like, cool, man. It's about the family, dog. I'm a motherfucking Scorpio. Okay? That's
interesting. What you just said made 0 sense. My wife is a Scorpio.
Yeah, nothing you said makes any sense.
I'm not a fucking woman.
I
don't matter.
But I
all freak ass motherfuckers.
Why y'all yelling? Why y'all yelling?
Because
I'm trying to tell a bossy.
Dion's not yelling. This is his mic.
Oh, okay.
Get shit up out of there.
Like I was saying, man, Scorpios are what you are, bro. Leos are what I am. Amon is definitely a Cancer.
Can I interject?
Yeah.
I want to add to what you're saying, Dion. Scorpio traits: strength,
yes,
resourceful, brave, passionate, stubborn, true friend. Weakness: distrusting, jealous, secretive, violent. You violent, my nigga?
That sound like a bossy.
This nigga's a police officer.
Hey, mine. Read all of ours. Read yours.
Hold on.
Read yours.
No, hold on. Don't do it. Here's why, man. This is what I would say instead, because I did this recently.
Yeah.
I got a lot of family that are really in this astrological joint. Like I got a packet about like this thick somewhere in my apartment that somebody did my houses and all of that shit, right? Point being is this.
Trash.
Point being is this. What I realized was I kind of forgot what I was going to say. Wait.
Yeah, mine read it because he forgot.
No. What I realized was this, is that I started reading when somebody sent me a horoscope, right? They would send me theirs and they would send me mine. So what I started doing was reading theirs as if it was mine. And what I found was that 90% of the time, no matter who the horoscope was written for, I could make sense of that being me, even though it wasn't supposed to be my sign, right? Which lets me know, lets me further know.
Right.
Lets me further know.
All right.
Yes, it's an internal psychological concept.
Just read mine since these gentlemen don't want theirs read.
What's your sign?
Leo.
Okay.
Petty.
And read yours, mine.
Petty and Mo Petty.
So Leo traits, strengths, creative, passionate, generous, warm-hearted, cheerful.
Generous?
Humorous.
Mine, I'm not generous.
No, you're a fucking douche. You're a real fucking douche.
Cheerful?
I'm not cheerful.
Hold on. Let's get into it. Weakness. Arrogant, stubborn, self-centered. Absolutely.
Arrogance is not a weakness.
I don't take it as one either.
It's not. That's the dumbest shit I've ever read. Whatever app you're reading off is stupid.
But if you said that was Capricorn, I'd be like, yeah.
If you read Capricorn, I bet you he say something that you'd be like, damn, that is me.
My point is, whenever you're reading it, they just recycle the same shit. If you play on the fact that everybody wants to be safe, everybody's working hard, everybody, even if they're not working hard, they think they working hard.
People want to be loved.
So if I put in there, you been doing this hard work and you not being recognized, what human being on the planet is not going to think that even if you've been on your couch, for 3 fucking months. You ain't doing shit. You ain't worked hard. But you know what? You think you've been working hard. So God damn it, this works.
I want to finish this up because I want to thank you, Dion. We just kind of stumbled onto this. Capricorn, strengths, responsible, discipline, self-control, good managers. Weaknesses, know-it-all, unforgiving, condescending. I wouldn't give you unforgiving, you know what I mean? But definitely condescending, my nigga, for sure.
Definitely condescending and know-it-all.
You know it all. It's okay. There's nothing wrong with that.
And if you read, wait, just to make my point. All right. I want you to, right now, Amon, you a Cancer. I want you to read Cancer, but I want you to pretend it's Capricorn. What does it say?
What the fuck have you smoked? What is it, man?
No,
cigar.
Listen now. Read Cancer.
Yeah, I'm trying to find the same one because I want to.
I think he's on a terrible app though.
Strong, resourceful, giving. It's gonna say some shit like that, bro. For real.
All shit that they're gonna be like, that's Kende too.
Weaknesses. Don't like loyal people. Don't like disloyal people.
The one I got is for male or female because they're different, like Abasi said earlier.
So what I'm looking at here, it says Cancer traits: kindness, emotional intelligence. That's definitely me. And yes, crabbiness, because some of you motherfuckers blow me. But you know what I'm saying? I can see that as well. So I see your point.
Yeah, it's a point, man. That's why I don't believe in this shit, bro.
Exactly.
It's trash. It's trash.
So,
I hate when people. Go ahead, Dion. Go ahead.
The Leo man, it says affectionate, which I am, warm and cheerful. Leos can be counted on to bring sunshine into the people's lives. Dignified, playful, ambitious, and loyal. I am a loyal motherfucker. Loyal. I don't fuck with snakes, man.
That's real. That's real.
Yeah, I don't fuck with snakes, Dion.
You definitely fuck with snakes. On the negative side, they can be egotistical. It says quite egotistical, demanding, intolerant, domineering, and stubborn.
Yeah.
Now, if you put that in Capricorn, y'all would be like, sounds like McKinney. Sounds like that nigga.
I just
you think? I wouldn't say you're egotistical. Abasi, yeah.
I know, hey, fam, I'm arrogant. I have
See?
shit, bro. And that's the reason why the male ego is so fragile, because we all have one, dog. We all have one. Just the degree or the grade of how high it is or how much we think of ourselves is a different story. But back to the zodiac side, dog, it's like, I hate when people do that lame shit, be like, oh, I'm just this way because I'm a Sagittarius. I'm just this way because I'm a Scorpio. No, motherfucker, you ain't shit. That's why you're a bad parent. That's why you spend all your fucking money. That's why the
bottom line is that what this is an attempt to marry astronomy, which is an actual science of how planets line up. That's all that is. Astronomy just says Mars is over here, Jupiter's over there, the moon, the sun do this, right? That's astronomy. And some years ago, there's a whole documentary about this shit. It's a good documentary. But some years ago, a person who was a hustler, this is a straight like hustler, who predicted for the Queen of Elizabeth, based on the planetary alignment, that a power shift was going to happen and that someone in her family was going to take power. And ever since then, people have taken like real approach to astrology. Astrology is connected to astronomy, but astrology in terms of its interpretive value is nothing.
Hey man,
it's absolutely nothing.
Shout out to Kende, man. You are just
know it all,
smart motherfucker. And I'm
goddamn right.
Know it all.
I'm going to challenge some of these.
What Capricorn said? Know it all.
Bro, you can't really do it.
No, you're very
knowledgeable,
if you will, well read, okay, and well versed. All right. I normally don't challenge a lot of your shit because I trust that it's coming from a good place, and I know that you know your shit.
However,
Corner Convo members, listeners, I want you guys to.
We're gonna make a poll. POLL.
Yeah, we're gonna start challenging the smart guy because he's
one of
the most intelligent people I know. You know what I mean? And I love it. Right? I love it. How you just have random facts. It's fucking amazing to me.
I study, man.
Don't he come with the Kevin Hart voice? Oh, Kevin, it's funny you say that because the brick oven pizza's in the back. But Kevin, I was wondering, what do you think as a person like me? Because I've done management.
Right? We've all.
It's funny you say that.
We've all been single, right? And
it's funny you say single, Amon. It's funny you bring.
well, single is singular for the word.
I'm sorry, bro.
That was good. That was good.
Yeah. I get it. Professor Adedapo. If being single, right, men or women, that's listening, I would love y'all feedback on this. If you're just dating or you're just fucking, right? You're just getting it in, and you meet somebody, you've been dealing 6 months, 3 months, whatever. Are you gifting them? Are y'all buying a gift for this woman?
Absolutely.
What?
Go ahead, Dion. Go ahead, Dion.
You said 3 to 6 months?
3 to 6 months.
So my wife and I got together January 2020. We had our first date, and then the very next day, I bought her ass a t-shirt. I don't know why. I said, let me go over to, because it was like we were working at Six Corners. It was football time. I was like, let me go over here and get her a shirt. Like, that shit was that good. So yeah, it all depends on the situation. Why wouldn't you? If you like the person, I never understood why guys try to come off like a tough guy.
No. But Dion, you gotta remember this too, right?
This is not gender based, bro.
Yeah, no. And also like you're single, so I'm dating multiple people, right? Maybe I'm only having sex with.
Yeah, I feel what you're saying. It depends on that person. If they got some good vagina. So you telling me if you can't wait to get in that shit again, and they birthday or an event come up, you ain't buying her nothing? Fuck
out here. Go ahead, Bossy.
I bought her something for nothing.
Go ahead, Bossy.
Go on, Bossy.
Go on, Bossy.
I just was blown away by the fact that you dating several people and only fucking one. What fucking planet is this?
What do you mean?
What planet if you dating somebody? You are spending money on them. You dating, let's say you're dating 5 people, which is a lot.
We're revisiting the friend zone, is what he's saying.
That's hard, bro.
We're revisiting.
That's hard. 5 is hard. 3 is a max.
For some
3
people,
is the max.
Know your limitations, not other people's. It's a difference. Everybody's different, bro. They handle.
Go ahead, Scorpio.
You know what I'm saying? But
right.
I don't believe in that shit, so I don't even play it. I don't own it, bro. You know what? This is like a level thing. This is like, how much do you value that person, man? Because I'll say it like this. Yes, they probably should get gifts around the holiday. If you've been fucking with them.
Does it have to be a holiday?
Everybody, yeah. Or a birthday.
So not just to do it? See, no. I did it just to do it.
No, a gift can also be, we going to eat, that bill on me. You know what I'm saying? We going to the show, that bill on me. You gifted them. You gifted them the ability to keep their money in their fucking pocket. Enjoy themselves without having to worry about a fee or anything. The most they got to come up with is some dick or some pussy. This is for both sexes, bro.
Bossy,
did you say that?
Yeah, okay.
Most they got to
come
up.
Before you said the last shit. Before you said the last part.
You hear that shit?
I agree with the only thing you said before that part.
Most you got to come off is some pussy.
Pipe down, sir. That part is important because half the time, when you're not asking them for anything of monetary value, anything to go into them having a good time, you're going out, gifting them an experience. What are they giving you anyway? And I'm not saying that's all they bring to the table. They just giving you sex on the end, bro. That's how they
gift.
I might say it's caveman style, but I'm speaking facts, bro.
Super caveman. You basically described a prostitute.
any gift that you give a person, let's say it's Valentine's Day, let's say it's the birthday, let's say it's Christmas, whatever, right? Any gift you give a person, the idea is that you really are showing them your appreciation for them and what they do for you. So
I was going there.
So if you know, I'm teaching from home and I'm like, yo, man, my printer is wilding out and you want to buy me a printer, that lets me know that you really are paying attention to my actual life, right? That lets me know that you really, and you're just using this as an opportunity to do it. Now, if it's not my birthday.
Oh, that boy's he's podding now.
If it's June and I'm going through this hard and you wanna throw me a gift, see, those are the moments those are those priceless moments to let you know that this is a person who really knows me and really gives a fuck about me.
Is that a gift or a gesture, though, McKinday? It's a difference. Is that a gift or a gesture? I think it's a gesture. If it's not a holiday, I think it's a gesture, bro.
I'm saying that if you get me the right gift on a holiday, then the gesture would have been equally appreciated prior to the holiday. Like ultimately,
you still call it a gesture or gift, though.
Yeah.
You still separate yourself right there.
No, man, you try to put a label on why I got some shit that somebody thought I should need.
Well, don't call it a gift then.
No, nigga, you can't tell me what
terms
to use.
You just said it, dog. You just said it, kid.
All I said was that the reason doesn't matter. What matters is it something that I actually can attain value from? And you are the person that gave me that value. I don't give a fuck when it is. I just need to know that, like, you were paying enough attention to know that, like, this is something important.
So you're saying if she buy you like a jacket, that's not a gesture.
Because I ain't buying jackets for myself. Yeah. Like, you buy me a jacket that nobody else.
Can I rewind real quick, please? Before McKinday said I was gonna say, but like 10 times smarter. Let me jump back in. You know what I'm saying, bro? You can get gifts for everybody you dating, fucking with, or think deserves a gift. You can get them a gift.
That's a different question.
There are levels.
A different question.
It's kind of on the same plane, but okay, fine. You can get a gift for everybody you dating, but there are levels, bro. Everybody not getting the jacket or the Dion said t-shirt. Dion said the jacket. There's a range in between. The $40 joke, she might get that $40 as a gift with no services rendered, bro. Just listen, man. But how you value somebody else differently, she may get that bouquet of flowers, the edible arrangements, and the pair of shoes.
I agree with you.
She wanted, you know what I'm saying? So when people look at gift, they put a certain value to it. Oh, he must be tricking. Gifts don't mean tricking. And I wasn't trying to argue, McKinday, about gestures and gifts. I was not trying to argue, bro, about that, but I think it's a difference because giving a gift is
Dion, I wasn't trying to argue with you.
So I get you on that. You know what I'm saying?
No, but I agree with you. Like to be
honest,
Abasi, 100. The original question was, if you just started kicking with this person, do you get them a gift, right? And what I'm saying, or do you judge them if they don't get you one, right?
Right.
I'm saying that that is always going to be a very difficult line to cross, right? Because once you do it, you're immediately, for my birthday, if you get me a gift on some special, it resonated with me shit, you know that 2 days later, we finna go into a whole new year, which means that you're basically trying to show your investment for 20, whatever the fuck, right? So I hear what you're saying, and I would only say this. When it comes to buying a person a gift that you just newly started rocking with, at the end of the day, a gift is supposed to mean something that you want from them. Okay. Right? Or something that comes from you that they can really see resonate. So it doesn't matter when your birthday is, doesn't matter what holiday is around that. If you do that, if you get me a $7, gift from a place and I really think it's real, then goddamn it, you a real motherfucker for noticing that. That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying. So
okay.
When I first dated Stephanie, she loves Goose Island, right? So when I used to go to the Bulls games, because we live in the motherfucking suburbs, I would just go to Goose Island because I know she like it and bring her a large, she don't like the jumbo, bring her a large shrimp. Is that a gift or just a gesture because I like you and I know what you like?
It's a great question. It's like, because I always do this for you. I do this for you when it doesn't mean it.
That's a gesture.
That's a gesture. Like, hey, I remember.
Yeah.
So now,
wait.
See,
but what he's saying is like
the same place though. I'm going. You going?
What he's saying is if I've done this for you all the time when it was not your birthday, and then I do it on your birthday, is that a gift, or is this just the regular ass shit that you do for me all the time?
I think it's the object, bro.
I think
it might be the object and what the person appreciates.
I think differently than all of y'all. To be honest with you, if I just met you,
I get you shit.
In my single days, we smashing, we getting in, we're having a bunch of fun. No, you're not getting a goddamn thing from me. I am the gift. You know what I mean? I am the gift.
Ain't no wrong with that, bro. Fuck it.
Speaking of the gift of mine, we were talking
so much wrong with that. Like,
it's not.
What if she appreciates him? What if she adores him like that, though?
Yeah.
What if she adores him, bro? It's different, though. I'm not saying I agree with him, but I see his point.
Women think that they are the gift.
They do.
Women think that they are the gift in that same way. The problem is,
what part of them is though?
Dion,
what part of them is?
What'd you say? Pandering? Did you say pandering, Dion?
That's what he did.
They are.
They are. See, that's why I fuck with a boss. You heard him, right?
No, bro. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, dog.
All right, look.
What part of them, though, gentlemen, is the gift?
No, I'm not viewing that. I'm saying I'm the gift.
Oh my God.
That's all. If she cherishes my time, values what I do, I'm the fucking.
What makes you stay with her though? Let's be real. Is this the corner?
To stay? I feel like you're changing the narrative.
I didn't. I just asked you what you said. The woman is the gift. I asked what part. What makes her become the gift? What is she doing for you to say she's the gift?
Why is being a woman a gift?
The same thing he said about himself, she could feel the way it's how he adores her, how he feels for her, bro. I mean, without as a man, okay, let me clarify this. As a heterosexual male that appreciates women, what would you do without them sexually? A lot of times, what would you do without them? No bullshit. I'm gonna give them credit for this as well. Being organized a lot more than men are.
Structured.
Okay. That's fine as well. That's probably a better word. Everything about a woman, bro. A woman can walk into a room with a man, and the man know he the shit. The room ain't gonna move. But let us walk into a room with a bad sister, man. Shit gonna shake.
That is a 100% accurate statement.
That's a gift.
100% accurate statement.
That's a gift.
So her whole aura.
It's the aura.
Now, what if that aura doesn't come with a great vagina?
Can we talk about this one day, bro?
She's trash.
Dion.
All right, that's all I wanted you to say. Yes. Yes.
Hustle exposed you.
Stupid, man.
Hustle exposed you.
How you gonna remember that, nigga?
Talk about it.
Hustle exposed you. Hustle said this nigga get a J-Lo wife. Now he got all kind of shit going on. But he's right. He's right, bro. Absolutely. At the end of any day. What's that clip that we saw recently? The dude that was telling a girl like she's super average. Like you can't expect to have
Kevin Samuels.
Right.
Kevin Samuels.
So the conversation is simple. If I walk in a room and everybody in the room is looking at you, you know what they got to do next? Look at me.
Yep.
and if she holding it down for real, then when she see them looking at her, she gonna point the attention back to me.
Queen
and
shit.
She gonna give me so when we leave, everybody gonna be like, man, I don't know who that nigga is, and I don't know what he did, but God damn, he got her with him, and she on his team. So to wrap it up,
if a dude say I see you, bro, that's what he's saying.
Oh, when you get the random
I see you, nigga.
We get the random daps on the way out that.
Out the blue.
Man,
yeah.
So, hey, whatever you doing, keep doing it, boy.
Keep doing it.
Keep doing it, boy.
Why nigga always gotta be like, I see you, player. Yeah, I know.
I see you. Don't do it.
Wait, you ain't never did it? You ain't never did that? You ain't never seen the dude roll in with a shirt and be like, hey, nigga, I don't know what you on?
That's the ultimate compliment to a man without being disrespectful, right?
That also means
exactly.
he wants to fuck her.
Oh, for sure.
Yes. Because everybody would.
But
if your chick, if everybody don't want to fuck your chick, then you doing something wrong.
That's why I preferenced, you know what I mean, without being disrespectful, right? If you a real nigga, and motherfucker like, I see you, player. You know what I'm saying? Hey, nigga, you know what I'm saying?
I see you.
Yeah, I see you.
A real brother.
A real
brother.
Bro, why is it that a gorgeous woman can walk in a room and do shit only a rich man can do? A rich man, it takes a man has to be rich to get the same attention.
Russell Westbrook. You gotta walk in with a purse and some capri pants,
bro,
polka dotted out. Like, yeah, you gotta be Russell Wilson.
Episode 25.
You gotta be Russell Wilson.
Women enjoy guys that enjoy themselves. Women enjoy gentlemen that are confident in themselves, regardless of physical appearance. If you're confident, a woman embraces that, and I've seen it with my own.
I was gonna say, I'm gonna take you one better. If a woman knows that when she walks in the room, that she's gonna be the most coveted, experience in that room, and she's usually right, and you are the man that she's with, and you can hold that shit don't fuck with you. That shit don't change your confidence, don't change your parameter. That is the key to the game. If you can let her walk in and be the star of the show, shut shit down, and then you say, you shut that shit down, babe. Let's go somewhere else and shut some more shit down. That's when you get your wins. That's when you get your wins.
Y'all know when McKinday finna get in his bag, bro, he put everything down and leaned forward. I knew it was always start leaning forward, dog.
Everybody has their thing when they're getting in the bag. Here's a Bossy's bag. Here's a Mons. He talks sideways. I don't have one.
My brain be going through some shit. I gotta get it out.
Hey, wait, no, I'm gonna get my bag real quick. Hold on.
Everybody know Dion shit. Fuck you.
That's not me. I don't know what that means.
Hey,
this nigga smashing them Danish cookies. Damn, nigga.
Bite-sized ass situation.
I feel like we can shut it down, man. Y'all ready to shut it down?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But let me do the artistic plug real quick.
For sure. Let's get there.
So this is this is my niece, man. This is Nalani Adedapo. She is this was her birthday gift as a Scorpio. She's a Scorpio. And I'm gonna give y'all one more just for the sake of time.
Is that her? Quick. Is that actually her? She painted herself?
Nah, man. This is just man. She's so dope, bro. She literally
nice.
She does digital artwork. So I'm setting up an Etsy page tomorrow, and this is my Christmas gift.
Black excellence.
I see that in fashion, bro, in so many ways, dog.
Bro, she's so cold, man.
I see
she's so cold, bro. I got one more. Hold on, let me give you. Nope, not gonna happen. Never mind.
Anyway. He got his teacher picture up there.
Teacher pick.
That is a terrible suit. That is a terrible.
Long story short, man.
Warehouse joint.
I will say, anybody on the Corner Convo, please send me female visual artists. I've been struggling. Like, I had to I wanted to showcase my niece, but I can't find Black women in Chicago that do like visual art in the same way.
I know one for you. I know one for y'all. Plug.
Send that to me, man. But
at the end of the day, anniversary.
Yeah, Barry Hill knows a young lady. She was supposed to be working on some stuff for the Corner Convo. Actually, my niece draws as well. So
we need our corner candles.
Period. Point blank. I'm saying, I'm finna set up an Etsy page. If you behind on your Christmas gifts, buy my niece artwork. That's all I'm saying.
You go.
For sure.
Support that.
Let's get into our shout outs real quick, man. This was excellent, man. Shout out to Kevin.
Shout out to Kevin L.
Kevin L.
Said I put an L because of Samuel L. Jackson.
Ladies, he's single. Ladies, he's single.
Yeah,
single as fuck. Hey, he gonna come to Chicago. We got to take his ass out.
Oh, he's never been to Chicago.
Never been here.
Yeah,
he gonna leave here. He gonna leave here about 8 pounds heavier, bro.
Hell yeah.
No, he gonna leave here 8 women heavier. That's what he gonna leave.
Hey, Kevin.
Again, always like, share, subscribe on the YouTube page. Y'all are doing an excellent job.
Love our listeners. Love them.
We are going to continue to bring you the best content and the best edutainment that we can be. Shout out to Dion. Dion got in his bag this week.
Thanks.
Great plug.
That was a great find.
Yeah. That's
more to come, gentlemen. More to come.
Shout out to Kende. Okay. He also had a plug that we've already exhausted, and we're gonna do more. Shout out to my brother AB. We have a plug with the merch that is
AB scored today, by the way.
Yeah,
finally.
And just shout out to myself. Since no one's patting me on the back, let me just pat my goddamn self.
Yeah, I'm definitely not gonna do it. I'm not.
Go ahead.
Hey, shout out to the mind on the editing, on the just being a different motherfucker. Before, when we used to work, it was mainly me doing all the business. I ain't trying to be funny. He's finally showing a semblance of. You serious?
Dion,
you even said it on the phone, nigga. Dion,
I agree with you 100%. I agree with you 100%, Dion.
Like,
this is me
on the business side. What'd you say?
This is me shutting
on the business side. This dude did not care about nothing but coming in, getting to Long Island, standing in the VIP,
being in the VIP.
Exactly. Now he's finally. Don't say money. Do not say money.
I love when the band argues.
What Dion was gonna say. What Dion was gonna say is
he cut me off.
Is that
not you? Go ahead.
No, because I feel the same way. It's like we gave Amon a lot of shit for years. We talking about since 2005 type years, right? We've given him a lot of shit for being the dude that overplays his hand because you ain't really had that much to do. And we did all the real work, but you was there so we could do it. But I said this earlier today. Bruh, I'm super proud of you. I'm super proud of you, man. Like, you took this shit. This is your shit. I didn't want to even be a part of this for real. I was like, yeah, I'll do the first couple episodes and then I'll be out. But like real. No, just because I didn't think Amon really was gonna do it the way that
I agree. I thought it was gonna fall off. He said it.
Yeah.
Stop talking.
I got you, bro.
Nah, bro. You did your shit, man.
His boo on his team.
Super proud.
You ain't worked with him before, Bossy. That's why it's easy.
We was on the
we giving him his flowers now. You feel me?
Let me tell you.
No, I don't feel you. My God.
I was on the phone. I was on the phone.
That was a reach, bro.
Yep. Nah, I'm ignoring all that. I was on the phone. I was on the phone today because of my fantasy football situation. My mentor in the entertainment business, I'm going up against him right now, and it looks like I'm gonna win, right? But what's interesting is that I mentioned that I have a podcast, and when he responded like, "Yo, send me all the shit," I'm like, "Well, let me be clear. It's not my podcast. It's my homie podcast. Like, I'm just somebody contributing. He's the dude doing all the real work, because he would have assumed that I did all this. And I just want to point that out, brother. I just want to point that out, bro. You did your shit, man, and I'm gonna salute you. I'm saluting you right now.
All the work,
my nigga. Much love, bro. Did your shit.
You doing all the work, man?
Appreciate that, man. Look at Dion.
He ain't doing all the work. He ain't doing all the work, but he doing the work I'm not finna do, and you ain't finna do. Bossy might do it, but it's gonna take Bossy a
Man, really? You gonna let him do that? It's all good.
It's not about
I got
you,
the belt, fam.
Not about
I got
you.
the belt.
McKinday, did you send
I like doing stuff in the shadows.
Yeah, I sent it. Yeah, of course I did.
So
what do you say?
What's the belt for again?
Because I'm the champ. I do stuff in the shadows, bro. It's all good. Nobody see what I do. It's cool. Anyway, see it though. Don't you mind?
Anyway, man, listen here, man. I appreciate all that love, man. I really do. Bottom line is, I wanted to do this with y'all, and I wouldn't have done it with anyone else. And I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I knew I wanted to do this a while ago, but we'll save this conversation for next week's show. For
last show of the year, ain't it?
Yeah, because we're gonna talk about we're gonna talk about me and Amon's inventiveness that nobody recognizes, and I'm tired of it. We did some stuff that motherfuckers didn't do, and if it wasn't for us, it wouldn't be around. So we're gonna talk
golf.
Yeah,
golf.
Here you go. Let me unzip. Go ahead. Let me unzip.
What's your time? Was that
Leo?
Was that Leo shit? Is that Leo shit? Yeah, is that Leo shit?
That's that Leo shit, man.
Yeah.
All right, man. Look, man.
We just went to the Dutch Runner Fest, bro.
Ain't this a LeBron face when he held up the?
I'm done with all these compliments, man. I'm done giving niggas flowers, man. I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all know that. We can get into this bag next week. Again, like, share, subscribe. Corner Convo YouTube page is going crazy.
Need some Paraguay food.
I love it. Listenership is still up. I love it. Oh man, I don't know. I'm just happy, man. I'm enthused about what this new year is bringing. Again, once the pandemic is over, we have some things coming up again. Just stay tuned and keep rocking with us. And we good out here.
I got one more, which is next week we're gonna do some real wild shit for the sake of doing it, because this has been great. It's been great to see where we started and to where we finished, and we can't thank y'all enough for y'all's participation. It wouldn't be shit. If it was just me and these 4 dudes, we would do it every week. To be 100 with you, we would do this shit every week without no give a fucks. Yeah, like what we gonna do? No, we're gonna talk about that later. Yeah. Ultimately, you definitely want to tune in to the last show of 2020. The last show of 2020 is gonna be a real show. And once again, I'm gonna thank Amon, my nigga.
Love, man. I love y'all, man.
Sorry.
We out.
My brother.
Hold on. There you go. Shout out to Tommy Skillfingers for the intro and the outro, man. Just
big fan.
Back when sampling was a thing. That's why we call them Skillfingers. Do y'all want to hear the whole song? That like the whole sample is crazy.
It's dope. It's dope already though.
Yeah, let me stop this.